Now, in the studios with me, I'm joined by the Chairman, Board of Trustees of the Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria. He's also President of the Hotel Owners and Managers Association in Lagos. Mr. Sam Alabi, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
You watched the two reports, Lagos and Abuja,
Yes.
and what is happening.
Yes.
Maybe how I should begin is by asking, have your members been part of the funding that the CBN is supposed to have provided in terms of some kind of relief for businesses affected by COVID-19?
I can say authoritatively that as of today, there's no relief in terms of finance advance to tourism industry as of now. I'm aware that maybe the health sector might have benefited. But as we speak, the tourism industry is here to benefit from any relief of whatever sort, provided either by Central Bank or other government agency. None.
How are your members preparing for the era of COVID? Because the two reporters, both Olu in Lagos and Kela in Abuja, amongst a lot of other people who have looked at this, say that it cannot be business as usual for your members and other associated industries.
Yes.
Now, with COVID and physical distancing and every other thing that has been introduced. Are your members thinking of what they will now do? What are they now doing?
Yeah. Let me say from the beginning that the government appears to be more hotelier than the hoteliers. They did not consult properly hotel owners, restaurateurs, and others before coming out with their policy of total closure of hotels and prohibition of in-service for restaurants. Had proper consultation be done, the parties will have come up with a solution that will not only satisfy our business interest, but the public health interest. Today, I look at the report talking about minimal business in hospitality. It's nil. The business is nil because the government of Lagos and Abuja, I'm aware, closed down operation of hotels. They have even forgotten that major hotels with, permit me to use this word, stranded guests that were in Nigeria, had no houses, had no alternative accommodation, had been in hotel for years, were in the hotel before government says no more hotel business because of COVID. Those people are there. The problem is there. And talking about restaurant business, if banks are allowed to operate, even with the clumsiness of customers in the bank, I see no reason why restaurants should not be allowed to provide safe distance, 2 meters apart to tables, and they continue to run. But unfortunately, what we have been allowed to do is take away business. You order and you take away from the restaurant.
But that is in the first phase of the easing. One would assume that as the easing goes on, they may be allowed to do more.
We have not been vertically told that way, and it will be dangerous. I've seen a video clips on social media where some people who attended the nightclub were asked to lie down, and they were being flogged. So except government come out clearly, the restaurant owners, food owners can operate. It will be dangerous. The only thing that our members can safely do now is to do home deliveries. You order and you deliver. But for a restaurant now to start to do business like as it were, that may be a dangerous thing to do because the Lagos State government guideline on safety of occupation and health did not address specifically that area of whether food could be served in the restaurant. What is provided is when customers are filing in, they have to maintain one line, they have to give 2 meters distance, they have to ensure that those going out will not pass through the same entry point so that there is no merger of customers. These are the general things they've given. But I can say...
What would you ask them to do now? Because it's still not too late. You said, okay, in the run-up to the closures, which followed the discovery of COVID-19 in Nigeria, the stakeholders were not consulted.
Yes, yes.
Now, in order to ensure that these businesses continue to run, what are they to do? What if you were in a position to tell them what are they supposed to do now?
The first thing to do is to allow hoteliers, hotel owners, to come up with proposals. How they intend to run their business now. After all, we are also human beings. We're also afraid of contacting COVID. Let the business owners come up with their proposals. Tell the government, this is how we intend to run our business now, and that the social safety and social will be assured. Government should look at it, make amendment, and give us go ahead. Unlike now that what we see is regulations and guidelines that makes our business difficult to operate.
But going forward, this is going to mean that you will have to adjust your business model.
Certainly.
Because even if the government takes everything you say on board, from what we know about hotels, restaurants, bars, lounges, all those places where the very essence, the very business idea is people gathered.
Yes.
So that will have to change. Are your members and others in this line of business thinking in that line?
We have to. It is a compulsory situation. Look at events where you have 3,000, 5,000 gathering in event hall. We don't need anybody to tell us that spacing will have to be discussed and agreed upon. The era of people sitting back to back, leg to leg is gone until we are sure that COVID has left the shore of the world, not even Nigeria alone, because it is not enough for it to leave Nigeria. We must ensure that international customers coming to Nigeria will not equally bring the virus back into Nigeria. It's going to bring an unprecedented dimension into the running of hotel business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sam Alabi. Mr. Alabi, of course, occupies two positions. He's chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria, and he's also the head of hoteliers in the nation's commercial capital.
Thank you
so much for coming on.